Hello everybody, welcome back here at the Yonex Denmark Open, live streaming from court number 2 on this first day of the main tournament. Next up here is a men's doubles between Niclas and N.Overgaard from Denmark and Hiroyuki H.Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa, third seeded Japanese pair. My name is Alexander Wang. I'll be a commentator for the remainder of this day as well as the tournament. Before we get too well underway with this match, let's hear what Hans Vidding had to say after his defeat earlier
Big song with Hans Vidding, and Hans, you seem to control most of the third game. How do you feel about? Do you feel you were in control, or?
I felt I was in control until we changed ends. When he got the first 2 points after we changed at 11-7, I got very insecure, and I didn't feel like I could. I could give away the attack, so because I felt my defense was not really working on that side, and as soon as I felt just a little bit insecure, it was really tough for me to play any shots with confidence.
And why is your defense not working today?
It was difficult for me to find the length on my lifts from the front, especially when I was playing on the side where I finished the match. And he's also he's taking a lot of chances from the back and applying a lot of pressure on me. So it's also because of him that I feel insecure. But mostly I didn't have any control of my lifts and I couldn't find the length.
I know you had some difficulties at Denmark Open before. Were you thinking about that at all on the court, or?
Today I was a little bit, actually. That's the first time I think now it's maybe 5 years since I've won a match. I'm not sure, actually. I didn't think about the last couple of years, but today, when I started losing, I thought about it a little bit, so that's obviously not a good thing.
If you could change something in the game, what would you have liked to change?
I would have liked to try and play with a little more confidence, because I feel if I play with confidence, I'm a better player than he is. But as soon as I lose a little bit of confidence, his attack is a little too good for me. So I would try and play with more confidence throughout the match.
Thank you very much. Tak.
Unfortunate turn of events for Danish Hans Vidding, who couldn't seem to find his game or his confidence against Tanonsak Seinsson earlier this afternoon. And now back to court number 2, where the Japanese pair Endo and Hayakawa have taken the lead against N.Nohr and Overgaard.
Service over!
As I said, the Japanese pair are seeded 3 in the tournament here.
1, 2.
Rank as the 4th highest ranked pair in the world.
Fault server. Service over.
That's early.
3, 1.
That the service is being called fault. Then you can say they've made the line clear. Probably not the last one of those calls we'll see.
Service over.
Niclas and Nikolaj Overgaard are ranked as number 142 in the world, the young Danish pair. Consistent offensive play there. Kept on pressing.
3-0. Service over.
haven't played that much together, the Danish pair. Half a year, give or take, a few months. They started their partnership off with reaching the quarterfinals at the Finnish Open.
Service over. Four, five.
Japanese pair have a more impressive resume to show. Not surprisingly, maybe. They finished as runners-up at the Adidas China Masters some weeks ago.
Service over.
They just barely lost that
6,
final
4.
to Ko Sung-yun and Lee Young-dae. On home court. Just a week after at the Japan Open,
7,
they lost to
4.
Chai Biao and Hong Wei in two quite convincing games. The pair also finished as runners-up at the All England back in March and at last year's Super Series finals.
From Indonesia,
So it will be exciting to see how the Danes measure against this pair and how the Japanese pair can use a match like this to get well away here with the tournament.
Umpire is Jan Jensen and service judge is Klaus Schlieben.
Get familiar with the hall.
Service over. Five, 9. Service over. 10-5. Service over. 6-10. Seven, 10. Ball's over. Service over. 11-7, interval.
Interval 11-7 for the Japanese pair.
Court number 3, men's doubles. Please welcome from China.
Actually not a bad performance by the Danes so far. The Japanese pairs got to get going.
And they're facing.
As you can see in the bottom of your screen, our email address, Yonex Denmark Open @gmail.com. You can write an email to us right there if you have any questions or comments. You can use our Facebook page as well. And on that Facebook page, you can answer a competition, especially if you're a Danish viewer.
20 seconds.
competition is mostly for our Danish viewers. The question is, how many times has the Danish handball trainer, Danish all-star sports favorite Ulrik Wilbæk, won gold at the Olympics? Do you think you have the answer? Write it on Facebook or Twitter. The addresses are twitter.com/badbk and facebook.com/badmintondk. Nicely placed there by Nikolaj Overgaard. Certainly playing their chance. Against the Japanese stars here. Once again, find the base line.
Number 1, women's singles. Please welcome from China, Yu Sun. And she's playing against, from Russia, Ksenia Polakova. Umpire is Mike Wright and service judge is Johanna da Silva.
What do you know? Now they're leveled at 11 all. Four points in a row for N.Nohr and Overgaard. Great defense there. Oh, a lucky point there. Counts just as much though.
12-11.
The ball needs to be switched. Six Danish points in a row, quite surprising. How will the Japanese pair respond to this turn of events? The court needs to be wiped. Nikolaj Overgaard was just about to slip during that rally. The question is, will this short break favor the Japanese pair? Break the Danes' rhythm after having successfully scored 7 points in a row? Japanese don't agree here. It's a close call. I think the umpire told the Japanese duo to quiet down, not make too much a complaint about the linesman's call.
15.
Now a Japanese point. The 3 points behind now. Too unfortunate for Nikolaj Olga there. Knew where it was coming, the shuttle. Danes taking their time there. Japanese might be eager to get going, get their own game going.
16-13.
16-13 is the score here.
Service over. 14-16.
Nikolaj Olga is 21 years of age. Niclas is 1 year older, 22 years of age.
15-16.
Oh, almost
16.
went over for N.Nohr, but now the Japanese have leveled the score at 16 all. Maybe that's just what they needed. H.Endo and Hayakawa, a few easy points. Just to get a few more points. However, I'd like to think that later on in this match, the Japanese would prefer winning some of their own points. Get their game running. Like that, for example.
18-16.
Too unfortunate for the Danes. We've only won a single of the last 7 rallies. The Danes were actually in the lead with 15-11. Meaning that the Japanese players have now won 9 points in a row. Not in a row, but of the last 10 rallies, the Japanese pair have won 9 of those. Quite a punch for N.Overgaard.
Service over. 17-20.
Great service there by N.Nohr. But unfortunately for the Danish pair, they weren't able to follow up. The game
First
is
game won by
Japanese.
Hiroyuki Endo,
21-17.
K.Hayakawa, 21-17.
And here during the break between the two games, let's mention the competition again, primarily for the Danish viewers out there. The question is, how many times have Ulrik Wilbæk won gold at the Olympic tournament? Ulrik Wilbæk is a well-known handball player and trainer here from Denmark. If you think you have the answer, you can win his book. If you think you have the answer, go to twitter.com/baddk, facebook.com/badmintondk. You can also write us an email if you have any questions or comments. Yonex Denmark Open @gmail.com.
Just a moment. Second game. Love all. Play. One love.
We actually have a question from our viewers out there. Sharath asking which Yonex shuttle that's being used in the tournament here. There is being suggested Yonex Aero Sensor 2. That is incorrect, I'm afraid. A fair guess, however. The shuttle being played with here at the Yonex Denmark Open is the Aero Sensor 50. But thanks for writing to us, Sharath. If any of you other viewers out there, any questions,
Two love.
don't hesitate to write us. Don't hesitate to check out what's happening on our Facebook page. A lot of news, both written and photography.
1-2.
And now back to court number 2. The Danes have just won their first point here in the second game.
3-1.
Wouldn't surprise me if the Japanese pair learned their lesson after the first game. I think they'll be trying to pull away from the very beginning of this game.
4-1.
Making short progress. Making short process, that's the word. Not giving the Danes too much of a hope. However, there's nothing to do about that.
2-4.
The service return from N.Nohr just took the net, just crawled over.
Service over. 5-2. Next. Nikolaj. Get ready.
It's actually not a bad backhand there from N.Overgaard.
6-4.
trying desperately to keep the rally going. But the Japanese pair was awake, beating it at the net.
Service over. 3.
Great punishment there by left-handed Niclas N.Nohr. Winning another Danish point. 3-6.
Ball server. Service over.
And once again, he's being faulted for the way
7-3.
he serves. Was told that he was flipping his racket too much upwards, and he was flicking it. What a shame. Great offensive variation from Niclas N.Nohr from the backcourt, but wise play from the Japanese. Knew just what to do with that.
8-3.
Now they're pulling away. Have a gap of 5 points. 8-3 is the score. And he knows that he has to be really sharp on his service returns, Niclas N.Nohr. Sometimes he forces it too much and takes the net and rolls back onto his own half. That's generally what happens if you meet a pair that you really have to play at your best in order to defeat. You try to play so precisely, really hitting the lines,
11-3.
sometimes overplacing your shots. Now the Japanese lead, 11-3 at the interval. I think they got this. It's all about closing it for them.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Time. Play.
The Danes were being coached by Jesper Larsen, former Danish top player, now part of the staff at the national training in Brøndby, Copenhagen.
12-3.
It's actually positive for the Danes that they're trying to turn the game, trying to use their defensive position actively. not just lifting it back all the time.
Service over. 4-13. Service over. 14-4.
They're just getting everything back. The two Japanese players. No way for the Danes to finish everything off. Great offensive play, however.
Service over.
And there they won it. Good rally for the Danes. Just switching the shuttle here, Niclas now. Using every possible trick to stay in the game.
Nikolaj til serve.
Taking their time.
Service over. 15-5. Service over. 6-16. Service over.
17-6.
6.
Seems a bit hopeless for the Danes now. N.Overgaard had to switch rackets.
Service over. 7-17.
The Danes can only hope now that the Japanese are lowering their pace a little bit here towards the end. Seeing that they've already almost won the match. Just has to close it.
Service over. 18-7. Service over.
Not bad by the Danes.
8-18.
Clever, patient play here in this rally. Nice defensive play there by the Danes. Just trying to move the Japanese. That might be the best rally we've seen from the Danes. The audience agree, applauding the young talents.
9-18.
Who certainly had their chance during the first game, where they were leading 15-11.
Service over. 19-9. Ball. 20.
Game and match point. For Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa. There they have it. The two pairs are being applauded by the audience. Actually, quite an interesting match to watch. Despite the convincing victory, especially here in the second game.
21-17, 21-9.
The Danes made an effort out of it, but I don't think anyone would have expected them to win. We'll have a short break here, and then we'll be back shortly afterwards with a ladies singles featuring Jawan Chen from Singapore and young, talented Line Kersfeldt.
The airport is being developed as a test center for UAVs. Here you can fly your UAV, you can run your business from here, you can invite customers. Located here at the airport is also the Danish national network for the UAV society. We have actually collected, gathered the whole UAV community from the universities and researchers, students, to operators and companies producing UAVs, and also we have the end users like public organizations like police, emergency management, fire squads, etc. So we have the whole market. There's a lot of air traffic in Europe, but here it's close to the ocean and it's a pretty densely populated area, so the possibilities for operating here are very good. We have both offices, hangars, meeting facilities. So when you come here as a foreign company, it's really easy to get located here for a shorter or longer period of time. Developing the airport is an important thing both for the country as a whole and not at least for the region.
Rise is a homewares company. We're wholesaling and distributing all over the world, so we make anything, everything which is functional and colorful for the home. We started 15 years ago. We moved from Paris to Denmark and started in our small summer house at the time. And then we've just been growing and growing and growing from there. More and more we are focusing on Asia, so we've got distribution in Singapore, Hong Kong, Korea, South Korea, Japan, Australia as well. Yeah, we'd love to get into China as well. Live, love, laugh, it's always been sort of the cornerstone of what we do. We like, of course, we like to grow and to expand our business, but we also want to have fun at the same time. To me, it's kind of an everyday magic thing. We like that. little items that make, when you open your dishwasher, it's nice and colorful, or when you look in your kitchen or go to the kids' room, there's something which has a function. It might be a nice basket in the shape of a house, or with a beautiful embroidery with something funny, just details like that. We spend a lot of time and money on food safety as well, and safety on the products, testing everything, making sure that everything is up to standards internationally.
We are in the south of Fyn, a fantastic, beautiful place. We are in the old inn in Västeråby. All the people are, of course, very, very trained people, but I'm hiring chefs, because chefs, they are really hard workers and they're working fast. They're used to that. My chefs, they have worked in the warm kitchen for many years, and I've done that myself. And when you work in a warm kitchen, you have different ingredients than you normally have in a chocolate factory. That's why I combine pine needle, coriander, fresh cream, fresh butter, and the best chocolate you can find. But of course, these very high-end products are very sensitive, so you still need all the feeling from the hands. You can invest in machines, you still need the good guys, the good people to make the chocolate. We are present in New York, Paris, Gangnam, a lot of different places, and we want to rise slowly, but of course we would like to be in every big city in the world in a few years.
Want to be massaged by a Heavenly King? No problem. Let me take you to the highest level of massage indulgence. OSIM U-Infinity, the world's first massage chair that lets you download new massage programs like the CEO, the Tai Tai, and my Heavenly King massage. New massage downloads to satisfy the whole family. Amazing? So what are you waiting for? New massage downloads for endless pleasure. OSIM U-Infinity. OSIM.